that sounded pretty good. Next time, try to play it a little less stiff. Speaking of stiff, I could really use a stiff drink right about now. But first I want to give a little shout out to that amazing music video that we just saw. Prism, Radio Skies, amazing band, love those guys. Lots of crystals going on in that video, and we've got some crystals here at the bar. What a coincidence. I want to give a shout out to Juan at the Crystal Corner, who has helped us out with some cool crystals here. And it's sort of leading up to this next little segment about making cocktails and stiff drinks. If only I had a little bit of help. Maybe some help. Oh, who could that be? Could it be the best bartenders in town? Let's find out. Well, who are you?
We gonna make some drinks.
Welcome to Cocktail Hour.
Hi, I'm Sam, tending bar for about the last 10 years and owner and operator of The Vine right here in Ojai.
How's it going? My name is Ruben, former owner of Los Caporales and also bartender at the pub. Been bartending for about 15 years now.
And I'm Meg. I split the difference between these two. I spend half my time over at Ojai Pub and half my time at The Vine with Sam. And I've been bartending for about a decade now, living in Ojai for about 8 years.
I've heard that you are part of a secret club or a cabinet, so to speak.
Indeed. The three of us, along with our good friend Richie Smith, former Ojai local, who fortunately does not live in the area anymore, though he's always with us in spirit. Yes. See what I did there? We started the Ojai Spirits Cabinet a number of years ago. So we are what we like to describe ourselves as a service industry collective, so to speak, sort of a brain trust. We like to share ideas and recipes and that stuff.
We got together about 6 years ago due to our shared interest in cocktails, some of us having more experience, having been in the service industry for almost all their lives. Some like me who are just starting out as a bartender, but really wanting to get more into the understanding of how to create a cocktail. And that's how we got together and started forming our cabinet.
So around this time when all these ideas were sort of swirling around, first off, Ruben and I were actually living together at the time because Ojai, small town, housing market is crazy. And I did a cocktail. I actually got into a cocktail contest called the Bourbon Social. Made a drink I'm very proud of called the Detlinger, which that'll be for a whole nother conversation in an episode. But we decided to get some bartenders together so I could tell them all about the recipe and how to make it from the ground up. And then we had this meeting planned, and then I realized I couldn't actually attend the meeting because I had a job, still have a job. And so I had to teach the drink to Ruben, who got to translate it to these other bartenders. So even from the very inception, our whole idea was to take our knowledge and share it with everybody else so that we can there can be more of a collaboration instead of having recipes be secret or private or sort of proprietary or anything like that.
So it's not a secret club.
Not so much.
Share it with us.
Exactly. Awesome. We're all about sharing, and we're actually in the process of bringing the Spirits Cabinet back. We were on a bit of a hiatus, and now that we're getting some semblance of returning back to normal life, and I think if there's ever a time when people need cocktails, it's now. For the love of God, do we need some good cocktails?
That's correct.
Yeah.
So we kind of put our heads together, and given the time of year, we found a recipe for a really fun cocktail called a witch's kiss. It involves cinnamon-infused tequila, Strega, lemon juice, a little bit of agave syrup, and apple butter, of all things.
Whoa.
So now a lot of times people ask, what the hell is Strega, of all things? Meg, what is Strega?
Well, Strega is a really interesting liqueur. It's actually a digestif, similar to chartreuse. What's really interesting about this is it was created in Italy in the 1860s, and Strega actually is Italian for witch.
Whoa.
So it's very appropriate for this cocktail. It features hundreds of herbs, some of the most prominent being saffron, which is where it gets its gorgeous yellow color. And it also can be described as having a really basil-like flavor to it.
And then cinnamon-infused tequila. If there's ever a question about tequila, we're going to be asking Ruben, of course. So Ruben, talk to us about this stuff here.
Yes, as the town's resident tequila expert, sometimes you want to add cinnamon into a drink, but you don't know exactly how to do it, whether you want to do it at the end to make it real fresh. A good application of doing it is actually infusing it into the bottle. If you can see in here, we actually have a couple Mexican cinnamon sticks in here, which produce a really nice, intense flavor. A little bit more than the cinnamon sticks you'll find at the grocery store. These also break up a lot easier, and after sitting in there for anywhere 24 up to however long you want, it'll actually intensify in the flavors. Don't recommend using the cinnamon sticks afterwards. All those flavors will go away. It's all in the spirit now.
Yes. Oh my God, is it all in the spirit?
We learned that lesson a little earlier today.
Yes.
Especially
with dried peaches. You're like, oh my God, infuse it into the vodka. The peaches will be delicious. No, they're not. They're foul.
No.
They're really heinous. So I'm gonna get started. I'm gonna shake up this witch's kiss for everybody.
Yeah.
We're gonna first off grab our glass. This one's gonna be served up. We have our skull ice cube starting to chill it down, because if there's one thing we love, it's being on theme with Halloween. And we're gonna grab our shaker top. So we're gonna start off with our tequila. 2 ounces.
Wow, even got the sound effects down.
Right?
Beautiful.
We're gonna do 3/4 ounce lemon juice. 1/2 ounce of our Strega. I had to go on a little bit of a witch hunt earlier today to find some Strega. Then we're going to do a bar spoon of apple butter.
Ooh.
Yeah, so something that you would normally put onto a sandwich, but it actually dissolves pretty nicely into cocktails, especially once you get it shaken up. Oh, need that back? Don't see you. It's my wand. And it's a little bar spoon of agave syrup. Just add a little bit of extra sweetness and kind of round it all out. I like to give it a little stir, just kind of jumpstart the dilution and mixing. Shake it over ice.
That sound never gets old.
No, it really. That's my favorite sound in the world. Thank you. Go and ditch our used ice cube. And then we're going to actually double strain this one, because we do have those like particles, and there might be even little bits of cinnamon in the tequila, which is not going to make for good drinking. So we're going to use the typical strainer here. Then we're also going to do a fine mesh strainer just to make sure it's really nice and smooth.
Beautiful.
So pour it through there, and then just give it some little extra tippy taps to help the process go along. Last but not least, for garnish, we're going to take a lemon twist, express it over the top, just kind of hang it over the edge like so. And of course, because of TV magic, we have some for everybody to taste.
Yeah. Beautiful.
There you go, sir.
And this is where I would say, if you come down to the vine for the rest of the month of October, this one could be yours.
Yes.
Cheers, everyone.
Cheers. Salud.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I'd say that's delightful.
It really is lovely.
Bright and spicy, but not like too cinnamon. Like the cinnamon is in there, but it's not like licking some bit of cereal or anything like that. It's a really nice note onto there.
Absolutely.
I'm getting turned around on my cocktails. This tequila, we got mezcal last time. Those drinks I'm usually not a fan of, but now the way that you're making these, and Allie, the way that Allie made one last time, I was like, I'm really digging on the tequila and mezcal now. This is fantastic. Thank you so much.
Oh, of course. No, thank you very much for having us over. Like I said, we're going to be offering this cocktail as a special at the Vine through the rest of the month, but also keep your ears and eyes open for notes about the spirits cabinet itself. We're gonna start having meetings, be inviting all sorts of service industry and industry professionals professionals. Look for me. We're going to be scheduled to do a meeting sometime in early mid-November.
Yeah, and don't forget to follow us on Ojai Spirits Cabinet, both on Facebook and Instagram. We'll be posting lots of pictures and updates about when we're going to have the meeting.
Yep. And remember, if you're ever around town and you want to get a really good cocktail, just look for the tattoo.
We miss you, Richie.
We really do.
Thanks so much, guys.
Wow, thanks Ruben,
Cheers.
Sam, Meg. Awesome. And now, let's move on to the dance party.